My name is Sam Norton. Hello, everyone. Glad to be here in Indianapolis. We're going to have a good time tonight. We're going to get silly. I'm going to get loud. We're going to talk about some weird shit. We're going to have some fun. All right? That's why I wore this shirt for you guys. If anybody's high on mushrooms, that's why I got it. You can see a lot of stuff in there. A little bit about myself before we go on to this crazy train. I want you guys to know what the hell is wrong with me. I'm Irish American. Anybody else Irish in this bitch? Woo! Yeah, let's drink up. We got stereotypes to live up to, everybody. This is my backstory, so you guys can understand me. I come from a large Irish American family. I am the youngest of 5 kids. My closest sibling is 10 years older than me. And my parents were almost 50 years old whenever I was born. Yeah, I'm gonna repeat that because it's fucking gross. 50, 50, that's a 5 and a 0 smashed together in a very emotionally scarring way, okay? 50, and they're not 50 years old now, okay? That would be normal. They were 50 years old when they were plugging me away. That's disgusting. At 50 years old, my father, as a man, his body should have been waning. It should have been on its way out. But he said, fuck it, I'm gonna tuck away a Kentucky long rifle in my trousers and then just be a sniper inside of your mother. Who apparently wasn't going through menopause at the time, ladies, because they both found an egg nobody knew was there. It's exactly like finding an Easter egg, but in July. Just disgusting. I'm sure they were excited until reality hit them. Like, hey, we found one. How's it gonna turn out? Boom, right here. And I heard some of you say, oops. Yeah, I know I was an oopsie baby. I was an accident. I know that. When I was 8 years old, I kind of figured that out. Hey, parents don't plan on having kids like me. Nobody's ever been sitting around the kitchen table planning that out. Like, hey, Susan, you know what we should do? We should have 4 kids. Wait a decade. Then just play Russian roulette with your uterus. Let's do that. Let's spin the barrel to see what we get. Baby, all right. Let's go to the scoreboard. What we get? Is it a top shelf offspring? Nope, it's a clearance kit. Shit. Why is it dented? God damn it. So drink me in, ladies. This is what you get tonight. I know you're all splooshing it out in your panties. I get it, all right? Every woman in their life is just looking for a 5'5" man. Oh, yeah. I'm definitely the runt of the family. It's very apparent, huh? Yeah? You like my anemic jawline? How about my nose that's got its own spine? Yeah, you like that? Yeah. It's very apparent to everyone in here that I ain't get the nutrients that it takes to make a normal human being. So my parents just got a smart-ass hobbit. All right. Call me Bilbo with the dildo, pink shirt. I don't know why I have a dildo. I have a working penis. I don't know. Stole it from Ross's mom. Ooh, callback. There we go. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I'm tired, too. So, fucking comedy stuff. My dad is a lot older than me. Like, to put it in perspective for you guys, I was born in the late 80s, which makes me older than high-speed internet. My dad was born in the early 40s, which makes him older than Frisbees. Do you guys understand how big of a difference that is? So being around his old ass all the time makes me acutely aware of technology and how much it's grown and what we have to deal with and stuff like that. And I find myself feeling old already. I got nieces and nephews, and I find myself like, I'm 27. I recently turned 27. I shouldn't feel old. I'm a young, vibrant man. Like, I shouldn't feel old. And yet I had this realization that the generation after me is the first generation ever in the history of the planet to think that cell phones have just always existed. It's a real thing, and I know some of you older folks, the silver foxes out there, looking at me, well, like, Sam, you grew up in the 90s, cell phones were around in the 90s. Yeah, they were around, but nobody fucking had one, okay? If you did, you had to wear it on your back like a proton pack from the Ghostbusters, all right? Don't give me that shit. I grew up poor in the 90s, which means I had to grow up with a rotary dial phone. I hated that thing to death because I don't have the patience for a rotary dial phone, all right? Every time I wanted to play with my friends, I'd run home and just, hey, I wonder what Austin's doing. Let's call him. Click. 5. 2. 1. 8. 8. 1. Shit, wrong number. Start over. Damn it. I have to come in now? Didn't even leave. Awesome. I hate it. And here's the thing. No matter how much I hate rotary phones and how much of a bane of an existence they were to me, like, I feel like every generation should still have to grow up with one. Because I still remember numbers from when I was a kid. Austin Warrington, 522-1886. Zach Shea, 522-7101. Why do I remember that? Because that goddamn rotary dial burned it in the back of my fucking skull every time. But now we all have cell phones. Every single one of you is like me. We all have cell phones. We don't know numbers anymore. You get a new number in your cell phone, what do? You go, oh, what's your new number? Okay, I got it. It's Mom. I have no idea what your number is. Like, we have no idea. Just in one ear, out the other. And that's a very dangerous way of growing up. I'm very protective of my nieces. So I had to figure out how dangerous this is, and I did an experiment. Sir, you can go out and do this experiment. It's very easy, all right? Go out, find a kid, take him back to your basement apartment. Then you're going to have to tell them 2 things. 1, stop crying. They're going to be terrified, all right? And then give them a rotary dial phone and say, listen, if you can dial an emergency number out on this phone, you can leave. Guess what? You'll just start collecting kids. They're fucking idiots. They'll look at it and be like, it doesn't have Angry Birds. I'm not feeding you. The comedian told me to do this, so. Technology blows my mind. Like, There's a quote up there, a guy named Arthur C. Clarke. He was a dude. He ended up saying, any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. And I wholeheartedly believe that. I very much believe that. Because we all are such consumed by electronics and all this technology that we think we know what's going on, but we actually have no fucking clue. Every time I look at a cell phone or an iPad, I'm like, that's magic, and that's magic. The internet, that's fucking dark magic. Are you kidding me? Everything that goes on there. I've seen some girls do things to a boot and a cup I'd never want to see ever again. That is dark magic. I remember the first time I got onto the internet, back in the 90s, like, because I was familiar with my computer. Be like, oh, yeah, I know how a computer works. Ka-chunk. Now I'm playing a little Magic School Bus. How about ka-chunk? Now it's a little, what's that fucking Pioneer game? Whatever. Oregon Trail. Yeah, whatever. I knew what the fuck I was doing. Type away. I was very familiar with the computer. And then one day, we got money at my house. My mom was like, hey, we got this thing called the internet. And I was like, what the fuck is that? She's like, well, you can look up cheat codes on it. I'm like, all right, we're doing this. So I go to my familiar computer, and I click on the AOL fucking internet thing. Little icon. I'm like, all right, I know how to do this. So I can double click. And right when I double click on it, just... My computer's just sitting there like, oh, no, we're okay, buddy. I just threw out my back. I'm okay. Oh, my God. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. No, you're fine. You're fine. What are you looking for, man? I was looking for some titties. You got any titties? Like, yeah, no, that's fine. I'm going to give them to you a line at a time. I hope that's okay. It's fine, just shut up. It's 2 a.m. It's that Sears catalog. So we all think that we know what technology is. Like, cell phones are so familiar with that. Everybody's like, I know how to do this and that. Watch me get on Wi-Fi. I'll hack into your fucking, see your nudie pictures. Tinder. We think we know, but we have no idea. Have you ever broken this thing open in a fistful of rage? You ever done that? You ever get pissed off just to see what's inside of this thing? All it is wood wires and plastic. Anyone want to describe to me how that gives us 24-hour porn access? Anybody? Do you have any clue? Best example I've ever heard was a guy at a show said, well, it's just electrons that get beamed up into satellites and then let you communicate with 6 billion people across the earth. And it sounds quasi-scientific, but that's that's bullshit. That's bullshit explanation. You have just as much understanding of that sentence as if someone were like, oh yeah, cell phones? Oh, that's just gremlins that shoot out pixies that go out into outer space and bounce off a couple of unicorns until one of them randomly explodes into gold dust, rains back down, and lets you look up dead presidents' pictures, making you the most powerful necromancer on the planet. But yeah, I understand that just as much. Technology blows my mind. This country blows my mind that we have all this great shit. I had people complain, like, I feel like it's the hackiest thing in the world that comedians come up and try to be edgy and be like, America's shitty, but I'm sure you guys have heard comedians do that, and it's fun. It's like, we got a shit country. Who cares? We're here. I think, like, the one thing that I've heard the most is, like, in America, what's our biggest problem? Obesity. We're all a bunch of fat slugs, and we gotta eat better. We're all a bunch of obese fat fucks. We just gotta learn to take care of ourselves. I'm like, no, I don't think so, okay? I'm gonna make an argument in a stand right here. I think food is our only redeeming quality, all right? If we're gonna be honest with ourselves tonight, we can admit that this ship is going down, and we're just riding this bitch until the wheels fall off, okay? And the only redeeming quality we have in this shit bucket we call a country is the fact that food is so readily available. Here's something that'll blow your mind. Do you guys realize that we are the only country in the history of civilization to have our poor people fatter than our rich people? We fucking did it! We won! Everyone has tried to do that. Everyone. And we fucking did it first. Boom! America! We have so much food, we can have cake whenever we want. Anytime. Just cake whenever, that's what a Twinkie is, that's cake. You can have it, and somehow a Twinkie costs less than an apple. How the fuck did we pull that off? How the hell did we do that? Magic, I'm sure. I don't know how that happened. Guys, an apple, the ingredients to an apple is just seeds, water, and sunlight. A Twinkie, a guy named Ron has to clock in. There's Bunsen burners and hairnets. The unions get involved. How the fuck does that cost less than an apple? You're goddamn right you should clap. We're a bunch of fat fucks. You really want to go back to my ancestors? I'm Irish, all right? My ancestors came across in a boat because they were fucking tired of eating dirt salad every night, all right? A potato killed us. I'm happy to be a fat fuck. I try every day. It's just my genetics are like, no, there might be another famine. Let's try to keep this lean. $1 menu. We have a fucking dollar menu in this country. I love it. I'm poor as shit. I love dollar menus. I'm like, hey, George Washington, boom, give me the food pyramid. Yes. Oh, you're also going to give me diabetes and erectile dysfunction? More value. Awesome. Thank you. Can't believe I get all that for fucking 4 quarters. Awesome. We have all-you-can-eat buffets in this country. How fucking spoiled are we? Hunting is like a sport. It's not even a thing. There are people still in the world that don't have guns. They still have spears, and they run deer down until they're just tired. They're like, I think I can't do it. Just stab me. You've been running after me for 8 hours. Oh, my God. What is that, a gourd of water? How do you have a gourd of water fucking new Nikes. How does that? Get a gun. Watch it. It's on Netflix. I watched it the other day. It's a real thing. People still have to do that, and we have an all-you-can-eat buffet, and you could go there. You don't even have to be French royalty. You could just go. All you gotta do is have $8 in your pocket and very low standards of nutrition. That's all you need. I went to an all-you-can-eat buffet today here in Indianapolis. It was a Chinese all-you-can-eat buffet. It was delicious. I slapped down my $8, went to the buffet, piled my plate full of macaroni and cheese and lo mein pizza, whatever the fuck that was. And then I rounded it off with chocolate pudding. I had no idea that chocolate pudding was an ancient Chinese delicacy, but fuck it. It's delicious. We need to redefine our patriotism, people. Stop holding on to the past. We're not great anymore. We're just fucking badass. It's all a mental thing. This isn't World War II anymore. We all just watch net. We all want to think that we're the greatest generation, but mainly, like, our grandfathers, like, built houses with their bare hands. My generation's like, well, we all watched Breaking Bad in, like, a week on Netflix. Like, that's a marathon. It's really difficult. I did a marathon. Oh, shit. Thank you. I got a free beer. I feel like a girl with big titties. The fuck was I talking about? That beer really messed me up. There's acid in there. Netflix? I don't know what the fuck it. We'll move on. Oh, no, yeah, all right, yeah. So free. All right, settle down. There's too much giggling. I feel like we're just permeating psychedelics in here, and everybody's like, I'm seeing the leprechaun. Don't be racist. I was thinking about freedom today. That's like a weird thing in this country because we all think that we have it. Like, so, like, it's the thing that permeates our culture. We're all like, yeah, fucking America, freedom. It's like, well, we kind of don't have it. And let me explain. I realized that I think, like, we're one of the only countries that, like, spouts so much freedom but still has, like, an age requirement for half of the good ones. You guys really, like, we still have, like, an age requirement. I feel like an adult is an adult, right? There should just be one fucking thing that we cut off, and then there you go, you're an adult. It's not a doorway. It's like should be like a job interview that you just take a test for. Like, once you turn 18, you get everything. You get to do everything. But, for some reason, like, 16, you get to drive. 18, you get to, shoot a gun. And then fucking 21, you get to drink. That's the weirdest one. We should have fucking 16 people, like 16-year-olds in here. That's crazy to me. Like 16 you drive, 21 you drink. That should be reversed. Anybody else feel like that? That's a fucking weird thing. Because to me, I feel like you should be 16 and drinking and then 21 to drive because I feel like you should get acquainted with your friends Jack and Jim before you go out on a fucking road trip with them. You can learn how to drive. You gotta take some years to learn how to drink, pussies. Then 18. 18's a weird year, too. Like, I feel like you should drink right away at 18. Like, you voting. That's one thing you get to do when you're 18. But let's be honest with ourselves. Voting sober, that's not American, okay? That's not... Who goes to the voting booth sober? First off, you have to have booze in you to have enough balls and cojones to say to the people that push buttons for missiles, you're all a bunch of fucking douchebags, America! And then also, like, in the military, you join the military at 18 before that seems fucking backwards. If you could join the military, you should be able to have a drink with your buddies. If you can get shot, you should be able to take a shot. It's just that, yeah, you can go to war, go to a fucking bar. I don't need your claps. I'm just saying real shit. I'll get back to the jokes. I just want to... The weirdest one is that you're sexually legal at 18? Ugh. That's creepy to me. That's real creepy, guys. Because, like, at 18, like, it's just, like, most people aren't mature at 18, but, like, you should be able to have some like, what type of message are we sending to kids? I know when it didn't make sense, because it was like, okay, so 18, you're telling me I can rule people, I can kill people, and I can make people, but I can't make them more interesting for another 3 years? It's just weird. I feel like if you're able to have sex, you should be able to have a drink. That's a fucking weird thing. Listen, I believe if you can drink semen, you can drink Seagrams. You know what I mean? I'm sure they taste the same. You can put a slippery nipple in your mouth before you can swallow it. That's the weirdest thing in the world. And I really do think that it's not a door you walk through. I think it needs to be an interview process. Like, you should take a test to make sure that you're mature. Because I know some 27-year-olds that are not mature. They shouldn't be fucking considered adults. Are you kidding me? I don't want them voting for people over me. That's fucking terrible. I believe you should take a test. You should sit down, take a fucking, like an SAT test, but it's like common sense questions. Like question number 1, do you think Christmas should be all year round? If you vote yes, fucking go away. It's just that it's super weird. Like, anytime someone celebrates, especially girls, like, girls permeate this culture, and it's really creepy to me. Like, there's that, like, barely legal porn. Like, oh, fucking just turned 18, strike at midnight, fucking jacket. Like, ugh. Is that not creepy to anybody else? 18 is the cut, like, that's such a hard cutoff point. It's not a horror Cinderella story. Like, oh, clock strikes midnight, she can hop on my pumpkin. Like, no, why? What? Stop trying to slipper your silver slipper. Ugh. All right, you guys are creeped out more than laughing, so I'll move on. It's creepy to me. I think it's so creepy to me because I wish I was a woman. You know what I mean? All right, it's not a coming out story. I'm not having a procedure. Settle down. Here's the thing. On the outside, I may look like a blonde-haired, blue-eyed, translucent leprechaun, but I have the soul of a sassy black lesbian. That's what you're dealing with tonight. And the inner lesbian's coming out. I think women have it way better in every circumstance in life. And I think that because I think women are better, one, because we all came from a woman. Every single person came from a woman. And another scientific fact, we all used to be women. That's a real fact. Yeah. When we're gestating in the womb, our default setting is being a woman, right? Until hormones, for half of us, push our pockets out to dingle and dangles. That's the real fact. Right? And every man in here has the nipples to prove it. That's a science fact. Women have it way better. Women have it way better. Mentally, I think women... You guys think women are smarter? Fuck yeah, you're smarter. Of course you are. Of course, given the same opportunities and resources, women will always be smarter than men. Why? Because they have clear thoughts. Men, our thoughts are always fogged up by a cloud of tits. Always. Can't stop thinking about sex, all right? Women, I've heard women go like, oh, I know guys think about sex. You have no idea, all right? Mundane activities can make my boner pop up. It's always... And I could be doing something that's non-sexual. Just like, okay, 5 times 18. The 8 looks like boobs. What am I doing? Where am I? What's going on? It's 4th grade. I have my first boner? Okay. Of course you're smart. If I was a woman, I could talk about the complexities of interstellar black holes without thinking about the one in between her legs that smells like Fruit Loops. You know what I mean? Like, I'd be so clear-minded. Emotionally, women have it better. It's not taboo for you to feel the whole spectrum of emotions, all right? Every woman in here gets to feel happy, sad, jealous, rageful, vengeful, fucking other things with emotions. Guys, I don't know if any of you grew up like me. I grew up in an Irish-American family. I had 2 speeds, happy and angry. That's it. There was no in between. If I experienced sadness, I just buried it down deep into a blood diamond full of rage. And then anytime I wanted to cry, I would just scream with my fists, then cry through my dick. That's how it happened. I've only cried 6 times in my adult life. I'm going to open up to you guys. I've only cried 6 times in my adult life. 3 times was because someone died. 2 times was because someone almost died. And this last time was because she should have died because she was a cheating bitch. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I cried. Thank you. Don't wow me, all right? You know what? I'll get you guys on my side. You know what she said to me? I caught her cheating on me, and I tried to hurt her by saying, hey, you're a bitch. You know what she said? I'm not breaking up with you right now because you're nothing, and you can't break up with nothing. So who's on my side now? Yeah. Exactly. She was a horrible person. Way to bring down the energy, Sam. All right. Wish I had a vagina. I think it's way better. Easily. If we compare downstairs mix-ups, women, aesthetically, it's so beautiful, it's symmetrical, it's tucked away like a secret. Oh, it's so beautiful. Guys, ours is out, just flopping around. Sometimes it's standing at attention when you don't want it to. Like, hey, I'm here! Shut up, we're in a park! It's a teeter-totter right there, stop it! Gonna go to jail again. So beautiful. Women need to have more confidence in their bodies. Every woman is beautiful. You have just a beautiful watering hole in between your legs that everybody wants to flock to. I need some in parts. I need a little bit of taste, please. Guys, what did we get stuck with? An old dry fucking branch. It's disgusting. It's hard and hollow. Occasionally leaks tree sap. Everything's sticky. Why is it sticky? My pants are wet! Women get to make babies? Get to make babies. How awesome is that? Well, you have to bleed once a month to make... Oh, fuck that. I wear that as a badge of honor. Like, yeah, I bleed once a month every day for my life, and I don't die. How about that? What do you do with your dick? Oh, it can shrink and grow according to the temperature. Fuck you, thermometer. I make a baby. Make a baby. My sister had 3 kids. Every single time, 2 days later, she had to walk out of the hospital. Fucking walk out of the hospital! She walked, she went, boom, I'm naming that Kirsten. Pick it up, I got shit to do. Oh my God. What? I got punched in the face once because I'm a huge smartass, and I thought that was the worst pain ever until I thought, well, I didn't have to push that fist out of my butthole, so. All right, everybody, you've been fantastic. Love you very much. Good night.